afternoon and welcome to Friday with Fiona. Sorry about the delay today. I had to take my husband to the dentist. It was planned, but I hadn't realised we would be so long. So anyway, just thought it would be safer. So as I promised, I want to show you how to make these. I have loads of these tins. I have no idea where I got them, but they will take perfect fit for little cards, so 3 by 3 or 7.5 centimeters squared, and I've used the Cactus Cuties. Now the last chance list came out for the mini catalogue, which is finishing at the end of June, and unfortunately the Cactus Cuties bundle, punch and the Cactuses stamp set are on it, which is a real shame because I love it. But I just thought I would show you. I mean, these are great for a gift. So it's not that heavy, so I don't think it would even cost that much to post. It would probably count as a large letter. Let's see if we can get it through there. Yes, count as a large letter. So I've prepped everything. The colours that I'm using for, so I've got an empty tin. Whoops, I'll show you how I decorated it. And I've cut everything out ready to make the cards. I have even stamped ahead of the time. I've only stamped a couple of hellos, so I need to do a couple more. I've stamped in Parakeet Party, which is one of the new in colours, my cactus. Reminds me of the prickly pear. And then that is Polished Pink. So these two I stamped, and then I thought, hang on a minute, let's see what it will be like if I stamp off. So these three are stamp that one first, then stamp that one, and I'll show you how to punch those. So let's get cracking and show you. I'll get rid of my face and show you how to make these. Okay, so this one I made a while ago, so that's Just Jade, which is retired, and Calypso Coral and Pool Party. So I just thought I would redo the colours. So these ones are for my tin. So that's Granny Apple Green, which complements the Parakeet Party, white, and Coastal Cabana, which is the same for the cards. Then these are the Cactus is Parakeet Party, and the pot is Polished Pink, and then I've stamped the sentiment in Polished Pink. So I need another couple of hellos. So I'm just going to do those in the Polished Pink. And I'm doing those in full strength. It's a beautiful day here today. Don't know how long it's going to last, but okay. Not quite straight, that one. I'm just going to turn it over. I think my grid paper is not sitting flat. Let's get something to lean on. Whoa, apologies. Sending everything flying. My favourite pen. Did you see that? My favourite pen. Mr. Alaska. Right, okay, so let's try and get this straight this time. Try not to get my head in the way of the camera. There we go, it's a bit better. Right, so I've got 4 there. I'm really struggling with my thumb at the moment. So let's close that and get that out of the way. And I'll just leave that there for you to see. So that's what we're making. But it's going to look completely different because we're using different colours. And I must admit is that Calypso Coral, or is it even... It might be Cajun Craze actually, which is not one of my colours at all. So I'm just going to pop my stamp back in there. And I just went over these with like a wet wipe because they weren't sticking, and it just gives them back some sticky. Okay, so that's that. Now I've got my punch. So I've got my hellos. And just need to cut these. The problem was I looked at the front of the punch. Actually, will they fit? No, just cut that bit off there. Use that for some sentiments, and then just line that up. And the great thing about this is usually when you have a punch, it leaves white around the edge. These ones actually cut slightly into the image, so you don't have any edging, which is great. I'm just going to need to cut each one off because otherwise it won't go through. Well, it will go through, but it'll just waste a load of energy on my arms. Okay, so I need 4 for the cards and then 1 for the front of the tin. See, that's very pale, that one. See how it looks. If not, I might just stamp another one on. And last but not least, right, okay, so my trick for this, excuse my head, is get a bit of a post-it, pop it on the back, and then you can hold on to the, well, she says, it's lost its sticky, that. There, pop it onto the back, and then you can hold on to the post-it to punch it out. There we go. And now on this one, I've also cut out the this little bit here and a flower. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm not sure. We'll crack on and see. I have some glimmer paper that I could use. See how I feel. Right. Okay. So I've got to punch the actual cactus, and again, that's going to cut off any edges. So it's a bit like a, what's it line? Factory, can't remember what you call them. Production line, because I'm doing the same bit each time. And then we can start compiling. So I've got 2 of those and just 3 to go. Got bits of paper flying everywhere. Okay. Unfortunately, punching is quite hard on your hands, and I am struggling with my left hand a bit at the moment. I've actually been referred for hand therapy, but it's 3 weeks away. It can't come soon enough. I have no idea what it involves, but anything that will help with the pain will be gratefully received. Bits of white card flying everywhere. Okay. Keep that bit for, you never know, probably when I'm doing the flowers. Okay, so what I've got now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cactuses. 1, 2, 3, 5 pots. And then all I need really is, so on this one, I did do the little bit that sticks out. How about if we do that in, I've got some glimmer, no, yep, I've got some in colour glimmer paper. So why don't we do that in Parakeet Party? I'll just cut a strip. This is gorgeous. Can you see that shimmer? When I can get it out. Isn't that beautiful? And it's got like an ombre effect. So I might use the pale end actually. So this is for this kind of like growth to your cactus. So 1, 2. Start at the other end just to make it easier on my hands. 3. Now on the front, I'm going to do a bright one because I'm going to have the very bright pot on the front of the tin. 4. Just one. Okay. I love this colour. It reminds me of one we had a few years ago, Lemon Lime Twist. Stunning. Okay, and then the last thing I need is my flower. Now I don't have any of these bees, they've retired, but I do have the brass bumblebee, butterflies, so I think I'll use those. Okay, so let's start compiling. So I think I need my flower. What colour should I do my flower in? What does sweet sorbet, will sweet sorbet complement, do we think? I know I've got some mother of pearl, which is also retiring, and I've got a couple of offcuts. So let's try doing the flower in mother of pearl without wasting too much. I don't want to waste loads of it because there's only 2 sheets of it. Which way was it best to go in? Okay, so so this is where the post-it note really is going to come into its own. And hopefully I can do this on camera. Might even get 2 out of 1 bit. There we go. And that will go on the top there. Oh, lovely. Okay. I think I'm going to need my tweezers to reach. Okay, that's 2. Just trying to do it with the tweezers, but it's not going to work. So I'm going to pop some post-it note on there again. Apart from me making heavy weather of punching out this flower, these are really relatively quick cards. And as you've already seen, they're not difficult at all. 3. 4. just need one more. Right, that's the punching done, so that can go away. I think this is one I'll be keeping for myself. I love cactus because they remind me of our many trips to Arizona. Okay, just get the post-it note off the back. So I'm assuming everyone's breaking up for half term. At least the weather's looking up a bit. Right, there we go. So now I just need to put them together. Let's put them to one side. I need to put my cards together first and we'll do the tin last. Okay, so seal to make sure I should have enough, hopefully. So the card base is thick whisper white. No, it's thick basic white. And we've then got granny apple green, which is, so that's 3 inches by 3 inches or 7.6 centimetres. Granny apple green is 7 centimetres squared. Then we have some white, which is 6 centimetres squared, and the Coastal Cabana is 5.7 squared centimetres. All the measurements will be on my blog later, although I'm a couple of days behind with my blog at the moment. So let's just get these on. So this is really just about matting and layering, which is fairly straightforward. And with the white card, you're just going to have quite a thin layer to show. And it's just really to make the Coastal Cabana pop. And then that's going on the granny apple green. So you have a bit more of the granny apple showing. Just need to get that straight. There we go. And then layer that onto the card base. So I'm not going to make you sit through while I do all of them. And I want one bright one for the, I'll show you how to do the tin. And I'm just going to use my bone folder just to give it a bit of a curve. And I have used dimensionals. And I'm just going to show you a little trick with the dimensionals. I thought I had one. Yeah, I have one started. Excuse my arm stretching across the camera. So what with this one, I've put 2 because yeah, that's it. I should have done it a little bit lower, but that's okay. It should work. I'm going to pop this on first, and that's towards the bottom of my card. Oh wow, lovely and bright. And then again, I'm going to take my bone folder and just give it a bit of a curve. And with this, I'm just going to put one dimensional at the top in the middle. And then I'm going to put a little bit of Tombow across the bottom. And I'm just going to slide it under. So that bottom bit will be lying flat. And then the cactus is actually propped up. Can you see that? It's a better look. Okay, then I want my, so I'm going pretty bright with this one. Just going to put one dimensional on the back there. This is my cactus starting to grow. And then my piece of, I'm just going to use my bone folder again. Probably would be best using a glue dot, I think, for this. Just because it's mother of pearl, I don't want the glue to spread. Okay, there we go. Now, then I've got my hello, and I'm just going to snip that at an angle. At both ends. Might have to come in a bit at that end, actually. Hello. And that is just going to have a dimensional at one end. Whoops. And a tiny bit of tombow at the other end, and that's going to come out from the cactus. Do you know, I'm really loving these colours. So this is my original, but guess which one I prefer? This one. Okay, so that's my first card. So I've got 3 more to do, but I won't make you sit through them all. And then to do, oh, and I had a butterfly. Let's put a little butterfly. Where should we put him? On the flower, on the main cactus, or on the flower? It's a little one. So you can actually go on there, or on the hello. Yeah, let's pop him on the hello. There we go. Love that. Right, let me get rid of these bits without throwing my flowers away. Right, now to do the tin, this is curved, as you can see, and I do have a punch which is retired, but there is a new one coming, and I'm just going to curve the edges of all 4 corners. And I'm sure if you haven't got a Stampin' Up one, you've got something. I've got the original Project Life one as well, because I think corner rounders are always useful. Okay, and then you can see that should fit perfectly on there. So these are slightly larger, so I will post the measurements on my blog for you. But let's just do the other corners. And that's the white, and then finally the coastal cabana. Okay, let's get all those bits out of the way. Now, I think I probably will use tear and tape because I don't want it to come off the tin. So that's for the granny apple layer. And I don't know if I've shown you this before, but I have a seat, which is the right way and which is the wrong way. That's the wrong way, okay. So if you want to, I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're not going to see it, but if you want to get like a crisp without using scissors and getting these scissors all gunged up, just use a credit card, or, I mean, this is my Starbucks card. Okay, and then I'll just pop that across the middle for a bit of extra. Okay. So for me, the hardest bit of this is the punching, and that's just simply because of my rheumatoid arthritis. When I'm doing my classes and my card club, my husband helps me with the punching. I just pop it in and he punches it out because he's got a lot more strength than me. Okay, and then I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. as I said, the tins are quite light, so and they will go through as a large letter. So I have loads of these tins, and I'm very happy to cut up everything for you. Unfortunately, I can't stamp for you, so you would need to get the bundle and then punch them out for yourself. Now I stamped straight onto there, so what sentiment did I put on there? Just a note. I think I'll put just a note. Oh, my hello's come out. Now if I put that along the bottom, because this is obviously the tin is, there we go, that works perfectly. Okay, so I can stamp that. I'll try it in polished pink full strength. Right across the bottom. And hope that this works. Yes, perfect. Because it's onto blue, so it's not a vibrant pink, but that's okay. Oh, I can't shut. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right. So do the same thing. I'm just going to put my bone fold around there, and this time I'm going to try and make sure I do my dimensionals at the bottom, just to give it a bit more room to tuck the cactus in. And I'm just going to pop that just above. In fact, I might centralize, because that was at the side, but this is going, I'm going to centralize it. Okay, and then this time dimensionals. Oh, look at that, just found a post-it note. Doesn't want to come off. There we go. So again at the top and Tombow along the bottom. Okay, and some bright Parakeet Party. Keep forgetting the name of that one. Okay, and last but not least, my mother of pearl flower with my glue dots. And now I've lost my glue dots. Oh, there they are. I should put things back as I go along, because otherwise I can't find stuff. There we go. And a tiny little butterfly. And I think this time I'll have it on the flower. And there's my tin. I'll get that envelope out. Oh, wrong size. Okay, put out the new pack. So there we go. There, 7.6 by 7.6 centimetre envelopes. Let's just make sure this fits in. I don't need to trim it. Yeah, that fits in perfectly. Oh, I'm just loving those colours. And there you go. So you can get 4 of those in there. I really am loving those colours compared to that one. Stunning. So if you spend £35 or more in my online shop, and I will post a link, I will send you the tin, the cardstock cut out and punched. I will send you a cardstock to do the stamping, but you will need the stamp set. I can't send any stamped images, unfortunately. And that is in the mini catalogue. Bundle is page 66. And it's £29.50. So all you would need to do is add an ink pad or some gems or something, and you'd have your £35. And then I will send you these to make it. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you could like or subscribe, it all goes to help my business, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.